With us today, we got Joe, Trigger Joe Britson.
All right, let's go.
Boom! To try to get a matchup with a gun. Oh, goes the roof! Francis is gunner!
Well, this is just a fist. When I start throwing it around, I can leave one hell of a mess. Let's dance.
Multiple occasions. Wow, it looks like they're going to swing to the very end.
And he wasn't kidding. Wow! It's very rare.
What a finish! Another one.
It really poses the question, what do you want to do? Do you want to take a chance and risk getting knocked out? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Trying to take care of business, trying to get to
Oh!
It's a knockout!
Oh my
It's a
God.
knockout!
And it's closing in! Trying to finish it! And it's over!
Because I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to whop you on that side of your face. There's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Clock is brought to you by Modelo.
I killed it! Punch me right in the face, man.
And we have a new nickname. Okay, we have William Send It 7 Pearson. All right, other than that, we used to call him Willie Pete. We used to call him the Mad Russian.
For his opponent to be quicker on the canvas.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby!
I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough. Bitch. Wow! How good is this?
Finish him! Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Another one.
Everybody gets triggered. It's just if you become a pansy. That's in the Book of Brawl.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You called down the thunder, well now you got it.
Gotta be very careful.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Sports Betting Show with your hosts, Trigger Joe, Send It 7 Pearson, and the Big Earl. UFC, NFL, if it's on, we're betting on it.
All right, there's this banner that you see across the screen, and it says Happy Place Hemp. It's got Delta 8 gummies on it. All right, they give us money. They bought into our mission. They want to help out the 22 a day. Put in the code VTT25 off. Get those Delta 8 gummies. Get the muscle cream. Get the CBD lotion. Start weaning yourself off opioids because they suck. All right, and these guys have bought into our mission. Everybody's a part of this mission about ending veteran suicide, so support these guys. On with the show. Joe, can you throw those products up there again? Because you weren't on camera as it was going.
Well, I was checking the specs on the inline for the rotary girder. Never mind. Yeah, here we go. For all you blind people out there like me, I need a picture of what my product looks like. This is the muscle cream. Okay. Black label, blueprint. If you got yourself a good old lady or a nice girl at home, Have her rub some of this on the small of your back, your knees, whatever is hurting you. This body balm is also the same effect. It doesn't dry as quickly, but this stuff is great at night when you sleep. And for those of you dealing with PTSD, dealing with those demons, dealing with the sleep night, all the bullshit that happens when we sleep, these Delta 8 gummies, I honestly take 2 of them, and man, I sleep from.
That's because you smoke a lot of weed, so your tolerance is really high.
I had a few Chardonnays, whatever. No, I've slept like a rock on those things. Obviously, experiences may differ, but they work for me, and they're most definitely better for you and worth a try over pills.
Yeah, hey, so we're not live on Gruntworks today because Muffin Fingers got fired. All right, Clint slapped his PP. That's okay. Other than that, another shout out to our other sponsors. I'm doing a little 10th Mountain vodka. All right, so go to 10th Mountain Spirits, 10thmountainwhiskey.com. All right, and go ahead and put in the code BTT, get a discount there, and then go to Barrage Coffee with Kyle Early. Get yourself some coffee, doing great stuff over there. They also have CBD, award-winning CBD coffee. And then, of course, we got Zach Farkas with the Veterans Mortgage Source, who we will do a live next Wednesday and talk about debt-to-income ratio. All right, again, all these guys have bought into this mission. They bought into our network. They bought into our community. So if you use CBD or you drink bourbon or vodka, all right, go to these guys. They're part of the team. They're part of the mission. So get your stuff from them. Let's brag a little bit, can we, Joe?
Oh, absolutely.
Can we brag a little bit. I think we need to brag a little bit. But let's brag about Bill first. Okay, Bill is doing his change of responsibility today to a command sergeant major, and currently at this time he is saying, "Let me caveat off that." He has to say that twice a day. It's in the regulations. We don't argue it. It's just the way it is.
I didn't write it.
But he's not going to be with us today. But he went 8 for 9 last week. And Joe, you went 9 for 10, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, 9 for 10. Those of you who don't know how good.
9 ways.
Yeah, those of you guys don't know how good that is. All right. But again, we don't want you to gamble if you don't have the money. All right. However, if you got a little bit of extra cash, all right, throw it on our picks that we say, because we're doing very, very well. We'll get into the NFL later, but this is the UFC, and we did really well last weekend. Really, really well. I mean, it's fun watching the fights when you got a little scrap in the game, and then once you win a couple weeks in a row, forget about it. So Joe's going to give you the picks, and Bill's giving some picks to him, but he's busy today. And then he's going to give you some parlays, and then eventually, because we're so good, unfortunately, our marketer is saying that we have to start, not giving away too much and then actually making people subscribe. So we'll get into that a little bit later on in the week, probably next week or the week after that. So Trigger Joe is with me today, and we are going to talk UFC Fight Night Saturday. Now, it's a small card. It's only five fighters, but I have a feeling we're going to make some money. I got the feeling.
Muscle memory at this point. There's 7 prelim fights though. So for those of you that are MMA nerds like myself, there's plenty of fights to watch. This one doesn't get spicy though until the main card, but the main card is actually a pretty good one.
There you go. Those of you watching on VTT, go to our store, shop.veterantrashtalk.com, and put in the code VTTGW and get yourself a discount during the show. And those of you that hopped over from Gruntworks, if you did, make sure you check that out as well. And sorry we can't go live on Gruntworks, but again, our producer got in trouble. So let's go to the first fight. We got a lightweight bout with Hernandez versus Breeden. Hernandez is coming in at 12-4, and Breeden is 10-3. I noticed that Hernandez's first name is Alexander. Now, did he get the nickname The Great from anybody, or did he just make that up?
I think that's an original. Feels organic. Never heard it before.
Yeah.
So original that Ambien takes it to go to sleep.
Right.
But,
the clown picks. Now, remember, guys, when I do my picks, I don't do any analysis on this stuff. I just make funny picks. Sometimes they work. About every 6 months, I go perfect, and you would have made like $6 trillion if you bet on the clown picks. But they usually don't win. But I didn't really know this one, so I just like the guy's name, Alexander the Great. So he's going to win by KO first round. Joe, what do you say?
I got Hernandez in this one. I don't like this one for the same reason I usually don't like this. I don't trust Hernandez's finishing power, and I'm not betting a minus 500 favorite straight up. But I like Hernandez in this fight. Breeden just does not have the level of competition experience. Hernandez has fought some pretty top level competition. He's been KO'd twice, and he's got 7 finishes in 12 fights. So not the greatest percentage. And his last couple of losses were actually really good competition. So I'm going to take him in the experience to win by decision. It could be a finish if you want to get cute on this one. He's got 5 knockouts and he's got 2 submissions. So not a ton of finishes, but for lightweights, I see this one going the distance. Hernandez decision.
There you have it, fight fans. And again, if you're watching, say hi, say where you're from. If you want to comment about a fight, we'll talk about it. So any questions about it, all that kind of stuff. Now, you notice that Kevin Travers is not here yet. I haven't seen him comment. He took a really big walloping in the NFL, but we'll talk about that later. All right. The next fight.
I see my boy Mikey's watching down in North Carolina. What's up, brother?
Okay. Who's Mikey?
Michael Darrow.
Oh, all right. Yeah, nice. But we have a middleweight fight, which is Sirkunov. Did I say that right? Sirkunov?
That's actually pretty close.
Sirkunov and is it Yoko? Hodko? Yako. All right. So Sirkunov is coming at 15-6, and Yako is coming at 22-5.
Sorry, this is a military podcast, and we already got a Jocko, and he's cooler than you.
Yeah, big time. So I actually thought about this fight, and I realized that both of them have Eastern Bloc names. So I thought about this, and it's going to be a first time in UFC history. So I've called this before, that things will happen that have never happened before. Both of these guys being Eastern Bloc, this fight is going to end in a draw because both of them are going to use mustard gas. Okay. And so each corner is going to throw something into the ring that might possibly kill all the audience. So this is a draw. The ref's going to stop the fight. They're going to have to bring in the hazmat team until we go to the next fight. Joe, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I got to go on a little differently. I mean, not too many steps away.
Not drastically.
I don't even know. See, here's the thing. Bill and I have chatted about this card, but we have not conversed about this one. I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're forcing me to pick, and this is another really close one. The competition on this card is really good. I'm going to go ahead and go with Sirkunov. He's a plus 125 underdog. He's 6'3". You know how I feel about the guys that are giving up inches in height. He's going to be bigger. He's got 9 subs, and Jocko's. Hang on a second. Jocko's been subbed once, but he's 22-5. He's got seven finishes in 22 fights at 185. What's that tell me? Might tell you nothing, but it tells me this guy doesn't hit that hard. He's not much of a finisher. Sirkunov is much more violent, aggressive. He's in your face. He's had some L's, but the last guy he lost to and got finished by is fighting in the main event. So it's top level competition. I like Sirkunov experience. The amount of subs he's got, I'm gonna take him by second round submission.
All right. Well, yeah, take a drink of your Stella there. Jesus. So, again, we're veteran trash talk. In case you haven't known, I mean, you're on the page watching it, right? So we're veteran trash talk. We talk a bunch of shit to each other because that's what we did in the barracks. That's what we did, while we're deployed to keep our spirits up and all that good stuff. But Joe, I don't know. Do you think about what beer you're buying for the show? Does it ever come across I probably shouldn't drink Corona out of a can when Bill and Nick are on because they're going to give me shit. Should I get Stella Artois? Right. And here I am wearing a fucking t-shirt and Ray-Bans and I'm drinking Stellas.
You would talk shit about. I'd never make a decision. No, that has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Hey, look, I wanted to see a green bottle. I've never seen a green bottle, so I drew a green bottle.
There you go.
Billy Madison, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The next fight is a welterweight fight, and I recognize a couple of these names. Oliveira, and coming in at 22-10, and you got Price at 14-6. Now, as much as I dug into this fight, and looked at their previous
Price's first name is Nico, Niko. So I'm just saying that might have a
the thing with this fight though that really captured my attention was the man bun that Oliveira has. So I am gonna go with Price grabbing the man bun and putting Oliveira's face into the ground using the man bun slam. I don't know if you've ever heard this move before. I invented it about 15 years ago. So the first time I saw somebody with a man bun, I slapped them. All right. So it's going to be a man bun fucking smash and probably second round. What do you see? How do you got this one going?
I got Nico. I got Nico winning by TKO. He's 14 wins, 13 finishes, 10 knockouts. He's been KO'd, but he's fought everybody. So Oliveira's old. He likes to get into the kind of fight that Nico likes to get into. Nico's super violent, super aggressive. He loves to brawl. So I see Nico wearing him out in late second round knockout.
Nice. Hey, not as much juice on the chat thread tonight. Hey, Joe, you should text the Celtic Warrior and see what he's doing. It's probably he probably fell asleep, the old fart. So let's go to the next fight. We have a middleweight fight. And those of you paying attention, appreciate you stopping by. Again, solid betting advice. He's gonna give you some parlays and some locks at the end. Remember, the parlays are why Vegas has really tall buildings. That and I think roulette, fucking 19.
The Celtic Warrior.
Kidding me?
How's that? Yeah. Right on camera.
Yeah. So we got a middleweight fight. Holland 21-7 versus Dawkins 10-2. Now, this is the good Dawkins, right? This is the other Dawkins, or are they both really good?
No, well, not really. No, his brother's much better. His brother won us money last weekend.
Well, I'm gonna go with Holland in this one, and I'm gonna go with I haven't called this ending in a while, but it's gonna be the double ear slap. All right, he's going to rupture his eardrums, and it's sorry, Dawkins, but your career is over. All right, that's going to happen in about the second round. I don't want it to happen to you, but it's just what's going to happen. So, Joe, what do you see on this one?
Oh my goodness! I tell you, I should have PTSD for betting on Kevin Holland. You never know which one of them's going to show up. It could be like a coin toss in the way we picked as to whether you're picking against you or me. You don't know which one's going to show up to show out or which one's going to show up to destroy people. If he gives a shit about his career, he needs to come out and have a quality performance against Dawkins. I think he knows that. I think he's got the talent to do that. And I got Kevin Holland by third round TKO.
Very nice, very nice. Now, Michael Daryl, excuse me. I thought he churched that shit up. Says he is calling you out halfway through the show because of your Stellas. So, I mean, I don't know. Is there something in the fancier beers that gets people like that? Not quite tracking, but I appreciate, Michael, that you are also pointing out that it's not okay to drink Stella while talking about UFC. All right, unless
Mike wears his hair long, Nick. Just so you know, it's not in regs.
Is it in a man bun? All right, so.
I know he buns it.
Michael buns his hair. Is that true, Michael? Come back.
Michael has bunned his hair.
So, all right. Again, hey, if you just joined on, all right, go to our store, shop.veterantrashtalk.com. Put in the code VTTGW. Get yourself a discount during the show. Also, Happy Place Hemp. All right, they're sponsoring this show. Go to elevatedhempsolutions.com. All right, put in the code VTT25 off. I believe there's a little banner somewhere. I'm not quite sure, but put that in there and get 25% off your order on some awesome Delta 8 gummies and some muscle cream and all that good stuff. Now, the main event. This is going pretty quick. Not as exciting as an actual UFC event, like a 266 or 267 coming up, and it's a short fight card. But we got Santos at 21-9. And then we got Johnny Walker.
Woo! Ha!
Johnny Rico. Yeah.
All right, I had to do it.
Where you going with that shotgun? All right, 18-5. Now, I made a pick analyzing this, but I don't know if the Baker wants to come on and change my pick, change my mind. But I was going to say that Johnny Walker was most likely going to win this fight because he was raised by alcoholics, right? That named him Johnny Walker, right? And
hey, Chris, would you like to tell us the intel you've got on what Johnny Walker was wearing at the weigh-ins?
Oh, gross.
Son of a bitch. Hang on a second. What picture you guys got?
Do you see that? He is wearing grunt style.
Wait a minute. Wait a hot shit minute.
That is unsat. All right,
I got Walker getting knocked the fuck out. I'm sorry. I got triggered. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I am triggered. So I'm going to, Joe is right. Walker's going to get knocked out probably in the first 4 freaking seconds because he's wearing something that happened to has cross rifles on it and says grunt style over the top. And it's not owned by veterans. It's not owned by grunts.
Sell that shit on down the road because Old Navy is more veteran than fucking grunt style.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So please stop buying grunt style. All right. They pushed the only guy left that started the company that is a grunt. They pushed him out of the picture. All right.
Yeah, they don't care about the fucking mission.
All right. So come to Veteran Trash Talk. We're actual grunts. All right. And we have some smart guys like the producers of fucking Intel, Marine, whatever. But like, we're actual grunts. We jump out of airplanes. Right. So buy our stuff. Right. Buy Gruntworks stuff. Gruntworks is owned by grunts as well. So go to gruntworksclothing.com. Go to shop.veterantrashtalk.com. This guy, he's done. He's out. He's over. He's losing. But hey, is that who you got? You really got Santos?
No bullshit. Listen, I'm gonna give you the honest. I'm gonna give you the straight dope. Santos is a much more technical striker. Johnny Walker is 6'6". He's the flavor of the month. He comes in with the mohawk. He had a couple of flying knees. And I'll tell you one thing Thiago Santos is not, and that's Corey fucking Sanders, who put Johnny Walker to sleep like he drank a bottle of Johnny
Walker was drunk.
Corey Sanders doesn't even fight in the UFC anymore. He got cut. So they're still hyping this kid. And the problem is he stands straight up. Santos is going to blast his legs. He's got vicious knees from the clinch. And I believe he's going to touch his chin up. I got Santos winning in an early knockout. I would go under 2.5.
Very nice. Very nice. So that is a short fight card. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of how we're going to make money. And oh, by the way, we've been making money 6 of the last 7 fight cards. So that is pretty nice.
Hey, Nick, you know what I'm doing right now? What I'm sign languaging?
I don't know, dollar bills.
What the girl at the counter at MGM Grand was doing after I got back from UFC 266 at the T-Mobile Arena, slapping hundreds. I was so drunk I almost fell asleep by the time she got done. But I called that card 9 out of 10. No, I didn't call all 10 fight parlays. I'm not an idiot. So the ones that Euros Medic wasn't fucking in.
Pretty much all of them. Medic fucked us on a lot of parlays.
There's no problem. But I did get to meet and tell the story of who he is to us to Bobby fucking Green. He was dressed up in a just super fly suit, like burgundy suit, no undershirt, chains, diamonds. And I go, hey, Bobby. I said, you cost us some money, right? He goes, is that right? I said, yeah, we had a 7-fight parlay that was winning until the Halloween night fight. And he goes, oh, I love that one. I said, we didn't. And from then on, Bobby fucking Green. And dude, he thought that was so funny, man. One of the coolest dudes you would ever want to meet. Those guys, they were awesome. Met several UFC fighters, and that's why I love this sport, man. Blue collar dudes, there ain't no Hollywood in there.
Yeah, who's the guy that wants to come on the show?
Drew Dober.
Drew Dober. Yeah,
we need to send him another message, let him know what we're about, because he was 100% like, yeah, just let me know.
That's awesome. So again, as you can see, Veteran Trash Talk is growing, and we owe that all to you guys. We had the idea to start our Saturday podcast to get the demons out and tell our own combat stories. And then it spawned into, getting more people to tell their combat stories and also getting better known businesses on so that we can help build people up. build veterans up, do what we can do. Now, Joe and I have always envisioned doing an NFL and UFC podcast, and here we go. We got it. So a lot of you guys watching and listening later on, if you got something that you want to do, usually the thing that's stopping it is what you think. It's you. All right, you got to send it. All right, that's what our motto is at Veteran Trash Talk. Just send it. Like, just try it. See how it works. I noticed.
I know what you're doing when you do that. You're lapping everybody on the fucking couch.
Yep, exactly. So there's a bunch of haters out there. There always will be. All right, you don't listen to them. You tune them out.
You got 10 this year. Go for 20 next year.
And they got people that don't like the way you're doing something, but oh well. Get off your couch and do something yourself. So anyways, we got our podcast. We got our ways to make money. And again, we don't want you to gamble if you don't have cash to gamble. But if you do, and you have been betting with us, you are making a really good amount of money. So Joe, what's the parlays for tomorrow? And who's your locks? And who's your DraftKings sleeper? Send it.
All right. So once again, as Bill and I love to do, like my late grandfather said at the salad bar, when you go for the blue cheese, you dig deep. That's how you get the cheese out of it. Seriously, you told me that story about 500 times. So we're digging deep into the prelims because that's where we make our money at. So I'm going to mention some fights we haven't talked about yet. But
hey, Joe, Maya's watching, so don't say what you were going to say.
What's that?
Maya's watching, so don't say what you were going to say.
It's crazy that she picked this timing because I was just going to tell you how she's the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
That was in the script.
Yeah, we scripted that. So I got.
Look how red you're turning. Holy shit.
Dana Young against Sarah Egger. Okay. Women's fight. Women's MMA is tricky. I'm rolling with Young in this one. She's a plus 120. I also am going to call her my DraftKings value because she will be cheap. She's not a major underdog, but I've seen her fight. I've seen Egger fight, and I believe this is one of those ones they just got wrong. It's going to be a wide gap in competition, and I'm taking her as I started with my parlay, but you want me to go locks first?
Yeah, let's go locks.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go with Santos. I'm gonna go with Nico Price. And in the prelims, this dude's got a crazy long name, but he's a minus 260 favorite. Douglas Silva de Andrade, just like Jessica Andrade, who also won us money last weekend. But he's another one of my locks. And I like to pick that one by KO. So we got de Andrade, Santos, and Nico Price. Those are my locks.
Nice. I had a little bit of weak genes there coming out. Don't know what it is, but
again,
I said I had some weak genes coming out there. I sneezed. Not quite sure what that was, but it's gone.
Fantastic.
All right, so there's your locks. You got Douglas Silva, Sanchez, Desario, whatever, like all them freaking names. So
Silva de Andrade.
Silva de Andrade. So this guy's named after like 7 different champions. So I think he's going to win too.
You
got Santos as a lock and Price as a lock. So who's your parlay? You already said your whole parlay?
No, I did not. I was actually starting with it before I did my locks. Okay, I got Shana Young, Silva de Andrade, Nico Price, Santos. And honestly, I'm very comfortable with Hernandez. If you're parlaying, I'm very comfortable with picking him money line. It's not going to do a great bit for your parlay, but he's going to win this fight. I just don't know how, but there you go. And my DraftKings value is Shannon Young because I believe she wins, and I believe she wins convincingly. So, and she's a plus 120.
All right, there you have it. If you guys have to rewind, that's what you got to do. I do it every Saturday morning. I rewind this show and I see who did Joe and Bill pick. Now, again, Bill is becoming a command sergeant major today, so congratulations. We do miss you on the show, but because we really wanted to talk shit about how Joe hit a 2-pointer, and now the lead has been cut from 4-2. Back within striking distance is
Bill
the Fister.
He didn't want to go too deep on the Lawler Diaz because he didn't really believe in that pick. He wanted that pick, but he knew that there was a chance. So I give him credit for staying away from that one because that was another one that Joe picked correctly.
Very, very true. All right. So, hey, guys, take about a 2-minute break. Go get yourself a refill. And then when we come back, I get to brag about how good I am at the NFL. See you in a couple minutes.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, E-double-L. I said so, I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Bledsoe. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Had some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge. Take the door off your bins, pop four of your friends, man, please. This shit ain't cynical, man, no subliminal. I'm physical, financial, and mental to be a general. Hey, the mama claims she want a soldier. Not the type be in the tank, but in that Rover. Man, please, I'm in the zone like AIDS full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, oh, yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like, he think he got her when he know he's off his butter. He ain't never been a fighter. You can go and ask his mother. I'm a lover and a fighter, producer and a writer. Give your girl a quick fix and give your man a nice shiner. You know y'all don't really want it, and I can tell just by looking at you that you the type to run and go and tell just by looking at you. You on a mission for record.
Welcome back. All right, Joe had to go get himself another Stella, but now we get to go run through the Big Earl's NFL locks. Now, those of you, I've been getting some flack lately by people who are saying, oh, well, you called it this game, that game. Listen, guys, it's the NFL. You can bet on whatever freaking game you want. I am telling you what games I'm going to bet on. I am telling you the locks that I think are going to happen. All right, and so far I am +5 on locks. That means if you're betting $10 on every one of my locks, what are you up, Joe?
50
$50. All right. Now I am 4 for 4 on upsets. If you bet $10 on the 4 upsets that I've called, you're up about, I don't know, $100. All right. So again, I really don't care how you feel about a certain game that I say. All right. If you ask my advice, that's just my advice. Right? You go ahead and bet whatever you want in the NFL. It is so hard to bet the NFL. You got to pay attention to every injury report. You got to pay attention to coaches' reports now because, like I said, the Saints lost 4 coaches to the COVID protocol and got murdered in North Carolina. Right?
Nick,
so it's like,
how much money have you collected for the picks that you've been successful on?
Oh, I'm up about 900 this year already.
From the people that have been getting them for free.
Oh, right. Yeah. I have not collected a dime.
They have no voice.
Yeah. But they again, if you ask my advice, I'll give it to you. If you want me to convince you to bet a certain way, I'm not going to do it. All right. So like I called on Thursday, I said that is an ugly, ugly game to bet on. And I said, I knew it was going to be a good game, though. So I was like, take the Bengals money line if you have to bet. But then one could take that as also take Jacksonville to cover. All right. So if you took Jacksonville to cover, then you made more money. But if you took Bengals money line, you did exactly what the Big Earl said on his page and you won. So I went 3 for 4 on locks last week. And I lost because the freaking Las Vegas Raiders decided to give up 3 fourth down conversions while they were covering by 5 points and then gave up a touchdown on 4th and goal. So I lost my 4th lock by a half a point. So I'm still +5 on the locks. And like I said, New Orleans was going to go down there and do something nasty to New England up there, and they did. So that was my upset pick. So Joe, let's get on with the picks because it is my daughter's birthday today. I have a teenager. She just turned 13. I got to take her to a movie. And you are muted, bro.
Do we have mercy? Do we circle back to the Carolina-Dallas game so Travers can get on and make that the last 1 o'clock we go over? You want to start with that one?
We'll go after that. We'll bring him on at the end if he wants to talk some shit.
All right. Well, let's go for it. Let's get it started with one of the games I'm definitely going to look at this week. Carolina going to Dallas, 1 o'clock.
All right.
Dallas minus 4.5 and over under 51.5.
Yeah, I've been riding Dallas's coattails all year this year so far. Again, the first couple weeks are easy to bet. The emotions on Dallas. Nobody likes Dallas except for Dallas fans. So it's just the way it is. And Dallas has covered every spread this year. All right, they were my first upset pick of the year when they went and beat the Chargers. But I got them at a lock at minus 4.5 over the Panthers. Next game.
All right.
Because Christian McCaffrey's out. He go.
Yes, he is out.
Yeah.
Got, Cleveland going to Minnesota. Let me see what we got here.
Cleveland going to Minnesota. The Vikings are a +2 dog.
Over under 51.5 again.
Yeah. So this one with Dalvin Cook out now, Minnesota looked really good last week against Seattle. And I've said that about Seattle is that they run a college level offense. And the coach for the Vikings is a defensive coach. So he figured out Seattle went down right away and scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal first 3 drives. And then they didn't even get past the freaking 50, right? Because they run the same shit. They don't adjust. So the Vikings did look good, but I think the Browns are going to go in there and squeak out a win. I would take the Browns money line in a parlay on this. I would not bet this straight up. But that's just me. So not a lock, but I go Browns money line. Next game.
All right, let's go. My Detroit Lions going to your favorite city, the Chicago Bears.
Chicago. All right. Those of you who don't pay attention to heyjackass.com, all right, I want you guys to type in right now or after the show, type up heyjackass.com. All right, that shows all the shootings in Chicago, where the people got shot. All right, like even body parts that got shot. It's a funny website about a tragic situation. All right. Chicago is a mess. All right. Their whole state's a mess. Nobody likes Illinois, a bunch of flatlanders. But this is my upset pending who starts at quarterback. All right. There's a rumor that the red soul-stealing assassin Dalton might be coming back. Now, the Bears are not a bad team when he's at quarterback. All right. However, the Lions, I texted Joe last week. I said, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, they just can't win. And I said at the beginning of the year, I go, the Lions will be the best team to bet on because they'll cover 15 times out of 17. But they're going to lose 12 of those 15 games.
They put the Sistine Chapel to shame with how they make an art of losing. It's incredible. It's actually a masterpiece. I've never seen anything quite like it. You'll never see a 66-yard field goal hit the fucking crossbar, pop straight up, and fall down one postcard.
Not to mention it should have been a 71-yard attempt because it was a delayed game. Now, and then what's even worse about it is you got all the Baltimore fans on Facebook that are cult followers of Lamar Jackson. Like, oh, my God, it's so great. It's like, bro. Anyways, I got the Lions as an upset here, especially if Justin Fields starts.
What about the over, Nick? It's 41.5. It's pretty low, buddy.
It's low, but if Fields starts, dude, you do realize they had the second worst offense in the last century. All right. That since they've been keeping stats.
Yeah, that's a low over under though, man.
Okay, let me say it again. The second worst game in 100 years of offense. I think they had 69 yards the entire game. Okay. So like it's not a bad over under, and it depends who starts. All right. If Andy Dalton gets in there and you can get a bet in when that report comes out at 41.5, probably take the over. But if Dalton's not in there, I'm going Lions in the under. So like that's exactly what I would do. Next fight.
We got Houston going to Buffalo in a NCAA type spread with Buffalo being minus 17, 47 over under. Man, that how do you call that with the NFL and the way things happen? How do you call a 17-point dog?
Right. So I got some flack when I said that, hey, bet the Texans against Carolina, bet Carolina money line. I was like, don't take the spread. It was like 9.5 last week. And the Texans had 2 strip sacks. If they would have got those balls, that's a completely different game. In fact, the Texans probably win it because both strip sacks were when the game was close, if not within a one score. The Texans defense is really good. Buffalo is a tremendously better team. So, God, I'm not touching that. I put Bills in a parlay money line in like a 9-teamer. If I was doing like a crazy 9-teamer, that would be the one to put it over a plus 1,000 on my odds. So yeah, let's forget this game. Like
we got Indy going to Miami. Miami's -2 with a 42.5 over under.
Another tough one to call. You just go to the injury reports.
Who's slanging the rock for Miami now?
Brissett. So the Jacoby. What I don't like about this is that all of the key players for the Colts are questionable. All right, and a lot of the Dolphins are hurt as well. So my advice on this game, it was the Dolphins at -2, is take the under. All right, I don't think that they're going to score a lot of points in this game. And now remember, I make all my picks with the assumption that the ball is going to bounce the way it's supposed to bounce. All right. Like, so could there be a couple pick sixes or punt returns in this game? That's what's going to screw you. But if there's no special teams or anything like that, you got to take the under in this game. So what do we got next?
We got KC going to Philly, and Philly is 7-point home dogs. 50.
I like the Chiefs here. Everybody gave the Chiefs flack for Mahomes getting cute with his no-look passes and throwing interceptions to wide open guys. But I'm sure he got his PP slapped, and then he almost killed Andy Reid. Patrick Mahomes almost killed Andy Reid. He went to the hospital after the game, and it's like he calls the right plays. The guy's open by 20 yards. There's a guy with him, and you do a no-look pass to him, like just stop and throw it to him. He's open by 20 yards, and it would have been a touchdown. So, again, I like the Chiefs here. I think Mahomes is going to come back. I think he probably got a little counseling this week, and he's going to win. So they'll cover that spread.
All right, we got the Giants going to New Orleans. New Orleans -7, the 42 over under.
Here's some more flack I got. I got flack on, hey, how come you're so up on the Saints? And I'm like, dude, they're a good team. They have great power on offense. People forget who Alvin Kamara is. All right, he's one of the top 10 football players on the planet. So if you can get the ball in his hands, you can be okay. And their defense is really, really good. I see Saints here as a lock again. If anything, I'd probably take the over at 42 because I think the Saints will score over 30 by themselves.
That over.
Yeah, the Saints will score over 30 by themselves. Saints is a lock here and at -7. They'll cover that.
All right, we got Tennessee going to the Jets. Jets are 6-point home dogs, 44.5 over under.
This game is ugly. Go ahead and just pull up the game on CBS Sports and pull up the injury list for the Titans. All right, they are missing all of their receivers. Like Julio Jones isn't playing, Brown's not playing. I still don't think the Jets are getting Crowder back, and they're getting their second-round draft pick receiver back as injury as well. So does that change the outcome of the game? No, but I probably take the Titans money line here. They might not cover 6 because it might just be a real slow game. Another good bet might be the under on that.
Derrick Henry playing. I got Tennessee winning the game.
Right, but when you don't have anybody to throw to, it's shocking how NFL defenses can even stop Derrick Henry.
That's true.
Like, so
back 11.
Yeah, it is what it is. And now Kevin Travers,
Washington football team. Oh, what's Kevin Travers saying?
He's saying don't ever bet against Carolina.
Well, tell him he's late, and I've been texting him to get on.
Yeah.
But Washington is going to Atlanta. Atlanta's +1.5 at home with a 47.5 over under.
I don't understand this line. Made it pretty easy for me. Like I said, watch. My official upset pick is the Falcons. Okay, they're going to win.
We do have money on that.
Yeah.
Motor City Casino, downtown Detroit. We've already parlayed this. So
yeah, so they're going to win that game. The Lions, depends on who starts at quarterback, is whether or not I call that an actual upset like lock. So if Field starts, Lions are a lock at an upset. But yeah, I'm going Falcons on the upset there. What's next?
Fantastic. Let's roll with at Arizona in our first 4 o'clock game going to LA. Hang on.
Yeah.
The spread is taking a second to load, but
Hey, I got it. It's -4.
54.5 over under.
Oh, the over under went up. Okay, so the over, a lot of money's been going on the over. It's just one of those games. It's one of those teams for Kyler Murray that he doesn't play well against. A lot of guys don't play well against the Rams defense, but except for Aaron Rodgers. But this could be a game where he steps up and finally breaks the crest of of getting past that team. But I mean, I've watched Favre for years struggle in domes.
Hey, who'd LA beat last week?
The Buccaneers. And what did I call in that game? I called the over. All right. I said verbatim, there will be 60 points in that game. I was close. It was 59. I said it was 59. So the Rams -4. I'm going to go out on this one. It's a lock. Put it in there. Okay. They're going to win. They're going to win by a touchdown plus. All right. So I hope it's a great game. It should be the game of the week. But we'll see.
Hey, we got Seattle going to San Fran. Seattle -3, 52 over under.
Seattle going to San Fran.
San Fran -3. Jeez, oh, peace.
Yeah, San Fran's -3. Watch the injury report before this game. If Kittle plays, Kittle is questionable. So watch it. If Kittle plays, then they'll cover that 3. If he doesn't play, fuck it. Take the Niners money line, I guess. So that's a tough one.
Hey, we got to pick them. Baltimore and Denver. It's a pick 'em. Baltimore's going to Denver. Over under is 45.
All right, I've been riding the Broncos. Like I said last week, I said Broncos win by 20. All right, the score was 26-0. All right, this is where you can take advantage of emotion, where everybody loves Lamar Jackson, and I love Lamar Jackson. But when it comes to money, I put emotions aside. All right, Lamar shouldn't have 2 of the games. Baltimore should be 0-3. Right?
Gassed up on that 66-yard kick that shouldn't have happened.
And it's get beat. It's not Lamar's fault. Lamar is the greatest football player on the planet. There's nobody around him. All right. Denver, take Denver in this game. It's a pick 'em. Take Denver. You got to. Denver's defense is really, really good, and they got Teddy Bridgewater, who does not fit the mold for a North Carolina quarterback, so they moved him. But it's good to go.
Doesn't look like Jake Delhomme then. So we got Pittsburgh going to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
All right, I don't normally have this many locks.
Green Bay -6.5.
I don't normally have this many locks in a week, but I have a feeling it's going to get a lot harder as the season goes on, as it usually does in the NFL with injuries and stuff like that. So this is my last hurrah with a bunch of locks. So I'm going to go Packers 6.5 lock. All right. Put it down. Ben Roethlisberger's playing hurt. TJ Watt might play, but I don't know if you noticed that the Packers have an offensive coach that actually gives his linemen help when they're going against guys like Bosa. Right? You get chipped by the tight end. You get chipped by the running back. Right? You don't put the guy out on an island, unlike the Bears try to do with Fields against Garrett. All right? Garrett had 5 sacks. Like you just don't do that. All right, so I'm not really worried about TJ Watt. I wasn't worried about Aaron Donald in the playoffs. LaFleur is a great coach, and he will make sure his linemen aren't left on an island. So the Packers are a lock. They're going to go nuts. MVS is out for that game, but I think the Packers can manage.
Okay, we got the game everyone's going to be talking about on ESPN Monday morning. You know it is. It's going to be headline news. We got Tom Brady going back to New England.
All right, here's
going in there at a -7 favorite.
-7 favorite. Yeah, Patriots are getting 7 at home, and deservedly so, because they're not that good. So they're rebuilding again, and that's okay. I'm going to do it again, Joe. I'm going to call this one a lock. I got Buccaneers winning by 10. So
Tommy Football lost last week, and he has been circling no date on the calendar other than his kids' birthdays, like this one.
Yeah, I mean, there's not bad blood there either, so it's not.
Yeah, but
not
he's
a big deal.
He's gonna go in there. It's not even bad blood. He just wants to put an L in Belichick's pocket. You know he does. He loves the fans. I'm sure they love him, but you know him and Belichick didn't get along. He's going in there to destroy.
And then another bet here to look at in this game is the under. I just
49.5. I don't see New England scoring that much.
I don't see him scoring that much either. So it's, again, anything can happen, but I like the Buccaneers as a lock. And then, so Travers is trying to get all kinds of crazy on here. You want to take Panthers money line for $25. No, I'm not going to do that to you, Travers. I already got all your money. So you want to take a money line straight up. I'm not going to pay you odds on that. I'm not accepting that bet. If you want to take Carolina -4, I'll take it for $20. All right, so we'll see what you got. I'll give you the fucking points. I should say yes to your money line bet, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be a friend, okay? So,
all right. Hey,
I don't think he knows what he's talking about when he says money line.
He's almost he's getting there. He's learning. All right, I'm schooling him. I'm schooling him by the week. Hey, we got Vegas going into LA. LA -3 with a 51.5. 51.5 is like the popular number this week.
What a beautiful Monday night game for parlays. Okay, this is a hedge bettor's dream game.
I got the Clippers out, Nick. Are we hedging?
We are hedging this hard on every parlay that I have. You better believe this game is in there, and I got the Chargers money line. All right, and then when I hit the other 4 or 5 games on Sunday, that's when I bet the Raiders at +3. All right, that way, if the Chargers somehow win by 2 or by 1, you win both bets. All right, and you cover yourself. That's what a hedge is for. So I'll go over this.
We go to the bookies and we say, "Thanks, Dan."
Yeah, the bookie's like, "Shit, he just hedged it. I got to pay something." Yeah, you do. So I got the Bucks as a lock. I got the Packers as a lock. I got the Falcons as my upset. I got the Cowboys, Kevin, as a lock over your crappy ass Panthers. All right, and then Saints are a lock, and the Rams are a lock. That's a lot of locks. All right. I don't normally do that, but I'm going to go on a little different whim here because I'm going to type.
I got Bucks, Packers, Cowboys, Saints, Rams. Who else am I missing? Saints. I got them on there.
The boys.
I got the boys.
All right. And then I got the upset is the Falcons. And then another upset is the Lions if Fields plays. If Fields is the starting quarterback that day, Lions are going to win that game. Like straight money line.
Check your injury update, trash talkers.
Yeah, check your injuries before you bet. All right, just do it. All right. Hey, Kevin, I'm not scared. I'm not taking your bet because you don't know what you're saying. All right. If you want me to take that bet money line, yes, I will take the bet $25 money line, Kevin. All right. You should want the points. Okay. You should take the points. All right. But it is
like you're taking action. What's going on over there?
I know. I'm a bookie now. Son of a bitch. So hey, those of you guys, thanks for watching. It's my daughter's birthday tonight, and she turned 13. So we are going to We are going to take Natalie to a PG-13 movie because she is 13 now. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go watch Venom, and it's too bad that Sam Medina.
Deuce?
Yeah. Yeah,
man, it's too bad they bit Sam's head off.
Yeah, it's like I say, too bad Sam Medina's on it, but he died in the first one.
I was supposed to link up with him in Chicago, but he ended up working overnight. The dude's in the studio grinding as we speak.
Yeah, Trevor says no points needed. Again, that's fine. Okay, fine. Scratch my offer, $25 money line. Okay. I hope you win because I really do because that's criminal.
I hope he wins and wants the juice from you.
Kevin, I already told you where you get the CBD. All right. You go to shop.elevatedhempsolutions.com. All right. Or just Google Happy Place Hemp. Google Elevated Hemp Solutions. Put in the code VTT25 off and get yourself a discount. Now, again, big shout out to our other sponsors, Zach Farkas and the Veterans Mortgage Source. If you go to our website, veterantrashtalk.com, all of the guys who support the mission of ending veteran suicide, all right, the ones that actually put money into the game, All right, go check them out. They do it. They help us do our podcast and production, all that kind of stuff. We got to pay Muffin Fingers so he does his job, so Clint stops slapping him on the PP. But anyways, it was a great time talking with you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We got a guy who makes gear for privates that want to buy gear just to piss off their sergeant major. So we got some veterans that make some cool guy gear, and they're going to come on and promote their business, and we're going to talk some shit. All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.